Let the galaxy burn.
Hi guys, Skypoint here. Thaddeus Fayle recently got a big buff, and I'm going to talk about that buff in a moment, but this video is about how I managed to beat two of the top players in the game right now, RT6 and Vandalist777, who are really using Fayle decks right now to do a lot of damage to people on the ladder. Alright, now let's take a look and try and understand why Thaddeus Fayle is so good at the moment. So Thaddeus Fayle has 3 abilities, which is actually pretty rare for a warlord. First of all, he starts with 1 energy bonus. Secondly, he has Relentless, meaning he can always be generating units to play. And thirdly, for 1 energy, he can give a unit flank, which then allows his units to attack a non-warlord target on the turn that it gets deployed. The 2 most dangerous ones he's got here are the starting with 1 energy more, because that puts him ahead of the energy curve if you start equal with him. And secondly, his Relentless ability means that you cannot deck him out easily, right? Even if he's running low on cards, he's always going to be generating cards to play, and often those cards will be pretty good ones like legendary cards or frontline cards or things like that. So he's pretty dangerous. Now, I played a couple of games with Thaddeus Fayle, and I was originally planning on making a video showing me dominating the ladder with him, but I decided what is actually more fun than playing an OP warlord is showing a video of an OP warlord getting beaten. So, Thaddeus Fayle's strengths generate 1 weakness, and that's his Relentless. He's creating a card every single turn, and so he's likely to have a full hand of cards at any given point, and if he doesn't, he can be gently encouraged to have a full hand of cards by the Alpha Legion, who can then play the Harrowing in order to crush him. So that's exactly what I did to beat those 2 top ranked players. So let's go ahead and take a look at those replays. So the first one we're going to see is a match against Vandalist777. Alright, so I actually started with the initiative this time. We both had medium initiative. These cards are actually pretty decent to start with, so I was going to accept both of them, and let's kick this off.
We are Legion.
Again, that's not a bad card for me to pull up initially. I do my normal move, I transform into Alfarius, so my Omegon card comes into play, and I play Ciarius Squad. And I draw a card, and nicely he draws a card. Orbital Base is kind of poor to draw until you have Pale Spear, so that's kind of annoying. That's not good. Training Cage is buffing his troops, and with a big hand of cards like that, he's going to have a lot of troops in there. That's fine, I've got a 12 health advantage at this point. Not much to do other than generate another card. Now Melgator is useful, because if he plays a really buffed troop, I can use Melgator to send it back into his hand and lose the buffs, but wow. Look at that, a buffed Goldstones with a double buff Goldstone. Wow, okay. 5-1. Painful. I still have a 7 health lead, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to stun Thaddeus. And then also just leave that as is. Let's see what he tries to do with his Goldstones. Will he go for me or will he go for my guy? Ooh, a front line unit. Okay, he went for my guy. He wasted that 5 attack over there. I'm feeling good still. I still have an 8 health advantage over him. Okay, let's see what comes up next. So let's stun him. 5 energy. Stun Thaddeus. Stun his little tank dude so he can't attack me either. That's it. So now I have a 12-point health lead. Looking good, looking good. Wow, look at that buffed Solar Auxiliary, 4-4. And another buffed Goldstones, great. So that's narrowing up my little lead over here. Autolon score is always great to have. Let's keep focusing though on taking down Thaddeus. I've got enough of a health advantage and I've got a bunch of healing cards in my deck, so I don't really care so much. Okay, let's see if he also falls for the old Alpha Order trick. Generates a card again automatically. Ah, he fell for the trick. He thought it had a Gamma Order. Sorry, he thought I had a Gamma order, so he didn't go for my Warlord, he went for my unit instead. Not that it saved the Auxilia, but at least that wasted 2 of his 4 attack units. McCormick's Reapers, those go back to his hand if they die during my turn. They sort of stick around, they get really annoying. Alright, let's just keep focusing down on taking Thaddeus' health lower. I've got Autolon Score in my hand, so my plan right now is to get to 9 energy and play Autolon Score, and then hopefully have the Harrowing and finish him off with the Harrowing. How many cards are left in my deck? 20 at this point. He's got a nice full hand of cards now, so he's ripe for Harrowing. Ooh, look at that front line, dude. Okay, he's destroying my Siriaris squad. Coming to punch my face with McCormick's Reapers. Ooh, the instrument. That's handy. I can actually play that on his frontline guy there to stun him, which stops him attacking me next turn and also does damage to Thaddeus himself. And I'm looking for the Harrowing. Alright, I've got 2 more turns to put out the Harrowing. I can buy a turn with Autolon Score and then look for, hopefully get a Harrowing after that. Ooh, a timed Melt-A-Bomb. Oh, he's not setting off the timed Melt-A-Bomb. Interesting. Okay. That is sort of full board. Okay, he no longer has a full board. He's got space. That's not great because if he has one of those Pi Alpha 3s which unstuns, he can play that next turn. But in the meantime, there's Autolon Score. And he stuns that nice full board. Okay, I've got Lecticia Divinatis in my hand, which will draw me 2 cards, which will hopefully get me one of my Harrowings. Ooh, ouch, a Mortar Strike. Okay, if I do not get the Harrowing next turn, I die. Ooh, no Harrowing yet. And now we pray to the Emperor. And there's the Harrowing. It's over for him. Don't even need to attack with Autolon Score. Boom. That whole big hand that Thaddeus generated with his Relentless ability was his undoing. Alright, and let's take a look at the second match which I had. So against RT6. So, this is a really bad starting hand for me. Let's put all those cards away. Come on. Oh, I have to hit done. Silly me. Alright, there we go. It's still not a great starting hand, but at least I'm not waiting for the Harrowing this time. Salutations. Okay, he Jubacked it. Interesting move. I really want to get Juback out of the way quickly because the last thing I want is for Thaddeus to have the Harrowing. So let's see if I can trick him into attacking me with his Juback. Actually, that's pretty silly. I mean, there's no reason a Juback with an Alpha with a Gamma order would go on the attack. Okay, he plays a 1 energy troop. Oh, he put a front line. I can't hit the Juback now. Oh, come on. That's a stupid move. Why would you risk your Juback like that? Or when he has a secret order, why would you attack when it could be a Gamma order? Well, I'm not complaining. It sort of worked out for me. Let's play a Ghost Legionary. And normally, if I was able to attack something which did 2 damage, that fleeing populace would have died and Ghost Legionary would have received a nice buff. Unfortunately, that's not happening in this case. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Screamers. Low health, but they have, what's it called? Sneak attack, so they don't take any damage. And I've got nothing to deal with those Screamers. I can't attack them directly because of that front line. I can't even destroy the front line because I don't have enough damage. And I have no decent cards to play this turn. So, okay, I have to pass. 4 energy turn was just dead for me. Okay. And he attacks me. Now we're on even health, and he's got a 5 damage dude coming up. But okay, fortunate veterans, they can help me out here. There we are. We got rid of the nasty screamer. We're on equal health right now, and his front line is gone. Finally. I still don't have good cards. He's already reaching a full hand, and I've got 2 Harrowings. That's kind of funny. Okay, he stuns my veterans. He plays a Veletaris. These guys will do 3 damage to a random troop for 1 energy, but because I only got 1 troop, he is the random troop. Okay, not much to do here. Let's try and do a 1 of many. Armorless Dynet. That's actually kind of handy over here because I can use his ability to just quickly finish off the Felician Airborne. Okay, that's worked out. Armorless Dynet came out at the right moment there for me. Okay, he's going for the kill. He destroys my Fortune's veterans, loses 1 of his guys, draws a card. That's fine. Whoa, what the hell? Slayer of Worlds. That is bad. I'm 2 turns from losing now. Except for a trick up my sleeve. I'm Armorless Dynet. I can stun anything on the board except the enemy warlord. And then I use my Thunderhawk to stun Fayle. Now, the Slayer of Worlds has maintenance 7, meaning he has 7 energy less than normal, so he can only play 1 card a turn right now. He only had 2 energy there. This is good. I just need to stall long enough for Autolon score and my Harrowings to kick in. So let's stun the Slayer of Worlds again and stun his Warlord and the 2 troops on either side of his Warlord. Okay, so this is coming under control. His hand is still staying nice and full, but oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. That's an unstunning troop. Here comes the pain. 15 damage. Wow. And plus another 3 damage. 18 damage in 1 turn there. That hurt. Okay. This is time for it. Now, if he has 1 more of those unstunning troops, it's over for me, because he could just unstun Slayer of Worlds and then it's done. Doesn't look that way. All he has is a goldstone. He attacks me with the goldstone. He attacks... yeah, there we go. He attacks me with his warlord. I'm left on 1 health. But 1 health is enough. Time to harrow him. There we go. Almost complete board clear. Even with the harrowing, that Slayer of Worlds survives. And then finish him off with Autolon score. So that one was close, but it does show Thaddeus Fayle's not invincible, and he's got that critical weakness you can take advantage of. The fact that he relentlessly generates cards means that you can normally rely on him having a nice big hand size by turn 9, and you can play the harrowing and do a ton of damage to him. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, if you see Fayle, harrow him. Alright, bye guys.